Hello everyone, this is Captain Logan, and I just wanted to give you a Geekvolution update before I go out of town. I'm going to be at the Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois this weekend. About to leave here in just a few hours for that, and wanted to let everybody know what was going on this upcoming week for Geekvolution, and what's been going on this last week. This has been an absolutely bizarre week for us, starting with Monday with the channel being terminated. Gasp, shock, and awe. Yeah, if you haven't heard about that, the channel was gone. It was suspended and or terminated. Odd how YouTube likes to use both of those words interchangeably, and it was difficult to tell if even our stuff was even still in existence and sitting there where they could just push a button and bring it back up, though I suspected that they could, and it turned out that they did. We got dropped based on one video that someone felt the need to flag for spam, which I can't even begin to understand. Baffled by how someone could possibly have misconstrued the video that was flagged as spam. It was the Age of Ultron spoilercast of all things, which I suspect somebody that just wasn't familiar with the channel saw, because it was getting weirdly a lot of views. I was up to like 40,000 views, which was quite a few for us for that kind of a video, and I suspect that somebody found it and just didn't like the presentation. It's weird how sometimes you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. With that video, I put up just the Geekvolution logo in the video section, and then our spoiler cast underneath it, in order to, of course, avoid copyright infringement. And somebody probably, I suspect, thought that it was spam because they clicked on it and they didn't see anything that had anything to do with Age of Ultron, and they didn't actually pay attention to what was in the audio and flagged it for spam. That's my guess. No way to really know, or it could have been somebody just being kind of mean. And YouTube doesn't seem to really check up on that stuff very well, and it just got pulled immediately, and the channel completely got pulled. And luckily, somehow or rather miraculously, somebody at YouTube actually noticed my appeal for that the day of. And I've appealed things before and they've never gone through. More on that in just a moment. And and luckily they caught it in just 12 hours, and the channel is back up, and I'm so grateful for that. So we do have a problem right now, which feels like it's weird how these things, how things like this put stuff into perspective for you, because I put up a video a few months ago when something got flagged for copyright, or not flagged, but actually we got a strike for copyright infringement, and a video was pulled, and then because we had a strike, there were certain there were certain abilities, privileges that we didn't have anymore. Well, and I put up a video and was like, oh no, this is horrible news. I haven't even mentioned this yet, because by comparison of almost losing the entire channel, this doesn't even seem like as big of a deal now. But that video that got pulled is still pulled, and we have a strike over it. I'm trying to appeal it. I'm trying to get it fixed. It seems like a really strange that YouTube would bring the channel back, but not also fix that strike, because as far as I could tell, that was the only reason the channel was pulled, was just that single video, based on the fact that I got 2 emails simultaneously, the exact second timestamp, that one saying this video has been pulled, the other saying the channel has been pulled. As far as I can tell, it was all based on just that one video. So I'm trying to get that appealed, but right now we have a strike, which means that there are certain privileges we don't have at the moment, and we are, so you know, we're kind of in detention right now, and we are not allowed to do live shows right now on the channel. So when we bring back Primetime Crisis Live next week, hopefully the appeal will have gone through, and we will have had that fixed. If not, I will let you know what our you know, game plan is going to be for that. Right now, what we're talking about doing is hosting it on one of the other panelist channels for live, and then putting it on our channel here on Geekvolution the very next day. That's probably how we'll deal with it. If the appeal doesn't go through and we're stuck with the strike, heaven forbid, hopefully we don't get any more, it's going to be like this for 6 months, which is awful. So we'll see what happens. But I will take that over what I was scared to death was actually happening, which was I thought we were done. I thought that was the end of Geekvolution on YouTube. And of course, we would have gone someplace else and done everything we could to bring back as much content as possible. And if this ever happens again, we'll try to find a way to survive, and I know a lot of you folks you guys are great and amazing, and I'm sure a lot of you would follow us wherever we went. I want to thank everybody who was on Facebook and Twitter that day, who left comments of encouragement and trying to and telling us just that whatever happens, we're there for you, and we'll stick around and keep watching your stuff. I got a lot of really heartfelt responses. Tons and tons of folks acknowledged it and noticed it, and you guys are just the best. And thank you for making what I do worth doing wherever we end up having to do it. I really appreciate you guys. You're fantastic. Anyway, enough about that. I know I did kind of a joke video about that the other day, but I wanted to go into detail and let folks know what happened in case you didn't know about it. I've got a couple videos uploading right now. I've had some technical difficulties the last couple days with editing software, which is the reason that you haven't seen anything since Tuesday, so sorry about that. 2 videos, count them, 2 with Browncoat Eric coming up soon. That's right, Eric is not dead. He is around and alive, and we did videos together. Also, check out his channel if you haven't in a while, because he is starting to post content again, and you can see his lovely face on webcam. So check that out, but we have a video coming up on, and by the time you see this, they might already be up, but I don't know that they will. I'm working on getting them exported and uploaded as we speak. But anyway, one of them is a review of Batman vs. Robin, which came out a few weeks ago, and we're pretty late on, but a pretty long review, surprisingly. We thought we had nothing to say about it, and then we ended up talking for a while. And the second video is a speculation video, as we like to do with X-Men, about what's happening after X-Men Apocalypse and where we think they might go with characters and actors and things. So anyway, check those out if you're so inclined. Also, I have Jurassic World in my background back here because I just saw that movie just a few hours ago, and I have a video on that, a review with me and Curious Low coming up tomorrow as well. So lots of stuff to get you through the weekend while I am out of town. I'm going to bring my camera with me and shoot some stuff probably while I'm there. Don't know what yet. Might shoot some costume stuff. I might shoot a couple things for you here and there, but I'm going to bring my camera and things might happen. Who knows? And I'll post something for you next week about that. What else? Next week, Primetime Crisis Live will return with the, I want to say finale, the season finale of iZombie. I've not watched it yet. I want to make sure that I'm fresh and ready to go for that show. So I haven't watched it yet, but we're gonna be hopefully hosting it here. Might be on somebody else's channel. I'll let everybody know. By the way, if you're, sometimes I'll announce things and people don't know about them, and I try to announce things on the channel as much as possible. But some things I just don't want to post like another video just for 30 seconds to say, hey folks, this is happening. If you have a Facebook or a Twitter account, please follow us on one of those places, because you'll get updates from me about things that are going on. And if you want to keep updated on the channel, that's the best way to do it, is to either subscribe to us on Facebook or Twitter, and then you can see my text. I try to put things up on the channel as often as I can, but some people don't seem to see those things. You know, the part where, like, the what's going on section of the thing. I don't even know where those show up at if people see them. So anyway, like I said, Facebook or Twitter, get on one of those if you have one, if you can, if you want to know what's going on with the channel regularly, because I try to announce things there and people don't always see stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on there. If you want to keep up with what we're watching for that show, besides iZombie, of course, we're also now through the summer doing the Retro Comics to Screen series, which I'm really excited about. This is so much fun. We talked about the Incredible Hulk pilot last week. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed Dan Torrey's insights on that show. He knows a lot about that show and has a really cool, unique perspective on the Hulk. So I really enjoyed that he picked that and that we got to talk to him and pick his brain about it. We are this time, I'm really excited, and again, still have not watched this yet. I hate to admit that I've not seen all of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. There's a lot of that stuff I just never got around to seeing. I will eventually do a top 10 on those, and we'll watch every episode for that. But we're doing Hereafter, the 2-parter that kind of sort of does Death of Superman, but in a different way, and I guess he's probably not actually dead, but then, you know, arguably he's not really dead in the comics either. But anyway, so check that out. If you've never seen that show, or if you want to refresh yourself, watch Hereafter, the two-parter, and it is on Netflix right now if you don't have any other way to watch it, or the DVDs, and you can talk to us, chat with us in the chat box about that, coming up not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. What else is going on that I need to mention? I'm trying to think. That's kind of the major stuff. Superhero Rewind will return next week. I'm doing the other Superman Batman movie, Apocalypse. I've done Public Enemies in the past, so I'm going to go ahead and do Apocalypse in anticipation for the Supergirl TV show. I know it's a while before that comes out, but the first episode a lot of people have seen already, bootleg. So bootleg, I guess that's old terminology, but you know it leaked, and people, I guess that's what all the kids are calling it now, leaking, and it leaked, and so people have seen. I've not seen it yet, but I thought now might be a sort of appropriate time to do other Supergirl things. So anyway, that's the next thing that we're doing there. Lots more content coming out. We're always working on all kinds of stuff here. Oh, I wanted to mention new comic reviews. I'm going to do my level best to get rapid fire comic reviews out before I leave for Metropolis, but I don't know if it's going to happen with the fiasco with YouTube this week, and with trying to get to Jurassic World and all kinds of other things. It's been difficult to get through my comics and sit down and get that made. So I will get that out for you at the beginning of the week if I have to wait that long. Hopefully not, but just so you know, I am trying to do those weekly, and I've read most of my books for this week, so I just got to finish that and then sit down and talk about it and put that together for you. So anyway, I know there was something else that I wanted to mention, and I'm trying to remember, but I think that's, I don't know, that's the major stuff. So new comic reviews, rapid fire. Also the Geekvolution Radio Hour. We did not have an episode this last week because the big scare happened the day that we usually shoot, and Vince and I didn't meet that night because I was trying to get that all squared away and figured out and come up with a game plan in case the channel didn't come back. So yeah, I mean my whole day that day was insane. I really thought the channel was dead for good. So I'm glad that I'm talking to you right now in this way, in this format, on YouTube. So anyway, the Geekvolution Radio Hour will return again next week, and that is on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you have not been listening to that show on the Supervillain Network, lots of exciting things going on at Supervillain Network. They keep coming up with fun things for me to do and to help them with. I'm talking with them about all kinds of really neat potential projects that I can't even talk about right now. But one thing that I am doing there, if you haven't heard about it yet, is I am doing weekly, more extensive comic reviews on single issues and sometimes trades and story arcs and stuff. Yeah, not story arcs yet, but I've done one trade, usually single issues, and longer written reviews, more extensive than what you hear in Rapid Fire. And if you want to go read those, it's at supervillainnetwork.com, and then I have a column there. Just look at the comics section, and you'll find me. I'm the comic guy over there. So anyway, everybody, thanks again for watching. I sure appreciate it. I will see you again very soon with lots more content. Like I said, I'm going to try to get all this stuff uploaded that I've had difficulty getting exported, and get all that for you as soon as humanly possible. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all you guys and gals. Thanks so much for making all of this worth my while, and for all of your for all of your comments and your words of encouragement, and just sticking with us. Some of you guys have been with us for years, and it means so much to us. You have no idea. So anyway, thanks again. I really appreciate you guys. See you later.